It appears that we are witnessing a story very similar to that of Steve Simple Boy, and this story is the story of a TikToker here in Kenya going by the name Kenyan Kante. Now, Kenyan Kante rose to fame because people are comparing him to N'Golo Kante, and after he became known in the country, he started doing these videos, and ever since his TikTok page has been getting good views. Now, Kenyan Kante has been reported recently to be missing by his management, and this actually led to a lot of people being concerned. However, we were shocked when shortly after we saw N'Golo Kante in this video.
Mnasema mnanisaidia na mnanikulia dawa. Sasa je, sasa hajagani kuja mniambia hadi mnanisaidia na kuna nini mnanisaidia. Hii kazi yenu ukora tu mnakula tu pesa zangu. Sasa sana unya baridi. Mango zangu mmekatalia. Kila kitu mnakatalia. Sasa mimi nitafanya aje na nyinyi? Hata mimi nimechoka na nyinyi. Chumini TikTok inanilipa. Alafu nyinyi mnakula kazi yenu kula pesa zangu. Hiyo account ifungwe hiyo.
Na hiyo account ifungwe. Kenyan Kante
tunaireport.
Kenyan Kante ifungwe.
Lazima ifungwe.
Kenyan Kante ifungwe.
Usitumie umsema nje alafu unamwacha.
In that video, you have heard him talk about the way that his management is using him to make money and how amsaidi, that wamekatalia na nguo zake, that anataka account ifungwe. Now, this story, I'm pretty sure you have heard it before. This is what was happening with Steve Simple Boy at a time like this last year. Steve Simple Boy was also talking about how his management, how ataki compare his social media accounts and all these things. I mean, this is not a new story. It's just that it's now a new person or a new personality. And the conversation that I wanted to have with you today in this video is, who would you blame in this case? Would you really blame the personalities or the management? Because I feel the opportunity to trend can come to anyone, and if you're at a point where you can use it to your advantage, the better. And we have seen Steve Simple Boy try to do that. We have also seen Kenyan Kante try to do that. Where it gets to the point that wanakosana na the management is what I don't understand. And personally, I would blame the personality, because I feel like these people, after they trend, do they really take time to now understand the socials? I mean, if they've gotten to trend and they have decided that, yes, this is what I want to do, I want to become a personality or some mini celebrity or a public, I'm a person who is known in the society, then I've got to understand these platforms that I am using. And I really wonder if Kenyan Kante has taken time to understand the social media platforms that he is using and trying to make a strategy of what he really wants to be. I personally feel like these people let the management do all the work. And I mean, if I am doing all the work for you, I am recording you, I am giving you outfits, I am putting you on social media, I am marketing you, then why shouldn't I take the big chunk out of what we are getting? Because I'm the one doing most of the work. So I feel like Kenyan Kante and the likes of Steve Simple Boy, the likes of Kaveve Kazoze, who people have been asking for, they really lacked strategy. They wanted to be in the industry but lacked strategy of how they would get there. Now, even looking at what Kenyan Kante is doing here, ako hapo anachochana mabeshte, wanamwambia account ifungwe. And you know, that part was the part that really stood out to me. Why are you saying account ifungwe and the account is yours? You should be saying, let me take charge of my account. Sasa ikifungwa uanzie zero, then what? I mean, what are they really thinking about this? I also feel like these people tend to listen to, I mean, their friends or their people where they live. Like, looking at this situation, Kenyan Kante has a group of people who ambao wanamchocha hapa, but will they really help him in the end? This reminds me of the story of Alvindo that KRG was talking about recently. KRG was in an interview and he spoke about Alvindo. Alvindo was the guy who trended back, I think in 2019, for releasing the song Taka Taka. Now, when KRG was speaking about Alvindo, he said that Alvindo had gotten to a point where he was being violent. He was claiming that KRG was taking his money and using it to buy cars and get himself a lavish lifestyle, and he was not giving Alvindo what he deserved. So Alvindo used to get violent, and this is just quite similar also to what we are seeing Kenyan Kante do. Now, my question to you today is, what advice would you give Kenyan Kante? If you were to sit down with him for like a minute, what advice would you give this man? Speaking of Kenyan Kante, he has also been trending, or rather he was trending during the week of Valentine, because he was to be Mungai Eve's Valentine, or rather Mungai Eve was to be his Valentine. He made this announcement on social media, but it seems that Mungai Eve alim let down since hakum join on this particular Valentine's Day. I think this man should just be left to rest, because he has been going through a lot lately. I mean, Mungai Eve did not reciprocate what he put across on social media, and now he's having trouble with management. I think when it gets to this point, just take a break from social media. But hizi ndizo vipindi za Kenya, and you should always stay tuned here on BNN to get all the updates on these vipindi. I have been your girl, Raila Wangari. Always keep it here on BNN, where with the beat, I like to keep it buzzing.